As the oldest of 13, Joseph Tobin learned some things.
I think some immediate lessons was about sharing. If you have 8 sisters and 1 bathroom in the house, you learn to share.
And he learned watching his parents.
What it taught me was just how important and challenging parenthood is. I like to say I'm 69 years old. I'm still trying to grow up to be my dad.
Baptized at the Most Holy Redeemer Church in Detroit, his first assignment was at the same church, where he was remembered fondly.
Aren't you that loud family that lived on Campbell? I said, yeah, that was us. And the parish had changed, and they had a real need for Spanish speakers, and I'd picked up a little Spanish by that time.
A little Spanish led to fluency in 6 languages. And while pastor of St. Alphonsus in Chicago, he got a very early call from Rome.
My new boss said to me in English, he was a Spaniard, and he said, Tobin, he says, Jesus wants you to share my cross for the next 6 years. I told him later, it was 5 o'clock in the morning in Chicago. I said, if I wasn't so confused at that hour, I would have said, put Jesus on the phone.
Unassuming, Tobin says the worst part of the job is the ridiculous clothes you have to wear.
I love that answer from him because he's right. I've heard him say it.
We took him to Purdue Notre Dame game, and he wore Levi's and a Notre Dame T-shirt. So he comes down and says, "Hi, I'm Joe."
At an international synod, Tobin met a new friend, Jorge Bergoglio from Argentina.
On one of the coffee breaks, I said to him, Your Eminence, everybody's happy with the election of Benedict XVI, who had been elected about 6 months before. But I just said, you were my mother's candidate. And he looked at me kind of surprised. He said, how did your mother know me? I said, she read in the newspaper that you pick up after yourself, that you do your laundry, and you fix your meals, and he never forgot that.
Pope Benedict appointed Tobin to the Roman Curia and sent him to Belfast, Ireland.
There was a priest there who had Tony Blair's number on his speed dial, and the Good Friday protocols for the Good Friday Agreement that is still holding as instrument of peace was signed in our house.
In 2010, Tobin is made a bishop, and in 2012 named Archbishop of Indianapolis.
I would hear something about Hoosier hospitality. And I suppose being a little bit cynical, I thought it was some cutesy slogan that the travel bureau thought up. And I found out it isn't.
When he came, it was a breath of fresh air, and we hit it off really pretty immediately.
I think all the priests came together and was very supportive of him because he was just down to earth.
Tobin utilized what he calls hidden ministries throughout the state: Catholic charities, education, prison ministry, housing rehab, serving the underserved across Indiana.
He is not afraid to roll up his sleeves and do whatever needs to be done. And Pope Francis does have a great respect for him. I've seen it personally. I just think Pope Francis, really feels that Cardinal Tobin is a man that can lead.
Francis always asks the church to go to the margins. Well, even before Pope Francis said that, Catholic Charities is doing that here in this area.
He's easy to say yes to. Maybe it's his BS sometimes, but he is easy to say yes to.
His kind of philosophy, he is open to all. He's welcoming everyone.
I was just completely flabbergasted. It's like you're asleep in class, and all of a sudden you get called on.
An old friend had a new name: Pope Francis.
When I went to Rome, for the ceremony, and he came up to the new cardinals and gave me a hug the way the Latins do, and he started laughing. He said, "Did your mother come?"
Inevitably, Cardinal Tobin received word his Indiana friends never wanted to hear. The church needed him elsewhere, in Newark.
That broke my heart. to leave these good people who had taught me so much, and I think they had more faith than I did.
We were hoping he would stay here, but you don't turn the Holy Father down.
A few of them came to me and they said, this really hurts, but they must need you more than we do. And I don't know if that's true, but it was a very generous way for them to see it.
He would always say, you know, Mickey, the only time I really feel like I'm home is when I'm back home again in Indiana.
Well, he's back home again tonight. Please join the Indiana Historical Society in congratulating Indiana living legend Cardinal Joseph Tobin.